Hello everyone, welcome to this short YouTube video that will show you how to get access to an unlimited amount of functions in Excel through VBA Code, where you insert code and you can use ChatGPT as help to gaining these codes, and also how to make a search bar. So the first thing I wanna do is get access to the developer tab, because we need that tab to be able to use VBA Code. So we do that by clicking File and then clicking Options, and then Customize ribbon in all tabs. And then we find the developer one right here. Click OK and there we go, now we have it. Okay, so I want to show you this developer tab here. You can see it looks a bit confusing, but what we want to use is only the macros and the Visual Basic. So first I'm gonna show you here the Visual Basic. So just gonna show you this again. And this one, I created a module as you see, and that's what we want to do when we want to use a code to gain a function. We want to use a module where we insert the code here. So I'm just gonna show you how I did that. First one, of course, I wrote into ChatGPT. I had a problem and I wanted a VBA code to solve it. And then I got a code and then I here click on Insert Module. And I insert the code, so I have the code right here. And then I insert it here. And then I can actually just close it. Or I can just let it be. Doesn't matter, it still has it. So I can close it here. And now, the code I just inserted is like a multiple goal seek. So the example here is, I have an investment on $5,500. And I want to reach $50,000. So I want to see how fast I can reach that. How many years does it take with these different interest rates? And I could do that by just goal seeking on each of these lines like this in the data here. And then I can do what if analysis in goal seek. And then I can choose this. So now it is correct right here because it gives 50,000, but this still here I wanted to give 50,000, right? And I want to change the amount of years to gain this result. So yeah. So you got that here. But if I had like a long list with these lines on, and I didn't want to do it on each line manually, then I would want a multiple goal seek. And as Excel doesn't have that, then you gotta make your own function. So let's try it out, this function here. So we gonna go under developer again and then macros. And then we can use one of these two is the same code. And then as you see, it all just got corrected. So now it's solved. And that's just one of many things, as I said, unlimited, which functions you can make with this VBA code. But of course, be careful with which code you take in that. Don't just take any code, use your common sense. Now I would like to show you how to make a search bar or search field, and it's actually not that hard. I can do it pretty quickly. And I'm gonna show you quite simply. And also the functions I'm going to mention. You can look into them if you want to, but I'll just go fast over them. And we start out by going into the Developer tab here. And then we click Insert. And then we want to insert a text box. That's our search field. So we can maybe put it here. You want it like this or something, right? Yeah. Looks nice. Okay, now we want to go into Properties. So we want to link it to our cell as you see right here. And we choose cell A21. Let's do that one. Because we are going to use this again later for another part of the whole idea here. And then we go out of the design mode. So now we have it like this. I have a third field that really doesn't do anything right now. And now you want to use this here. You see I made it over here already. And this is the function I use over here. And so we are just gonna have it here as inspiration. And the first part as you see here is still there, so where I write this whole function is where the data is gonna show up, like right here. Then all the data will be from here and down. When I search for something, so I'm gonna write it here. Filter. And then I want to choose only the data. Not the titles or anything, but just the data. The raw data, yes. And now we have a combination. We are gonna use this number and search functions. That kind of creates this whole search field. function. So yeah, you're just gonna see how it works. And you can look into these functions to understand how they work. If you want to in Excel. So we're just gonna write this number and search here. And then we are gonna choose. This is where the link cell comes into the picture again. Because now we want to insert it here. So this is kind of, yeah, you could say the search word that this function gets from here. That's why they are linked, so A21, right? And then we have to figure out where we wanted to search for it. Like which column in the data do we want to search in when we write up here? And you can start out by maybe taking stock. So this one, right? You want to close it. Actually. And maybe just see if it works right. And you know, we have only said that we actually right now want to search. When we search here, there's only this we look up in. So we can't write for an example, very low or high or something, and then expect something to come up or any of the numbers. So we can write bend. And those but not very high, then nothing comes up. But there's a solution to this, and that is, it's actually quite simple. -1 when we are right here. Then we can actually just write a plus. And then we can copy this part here. There is number part. And then just put it here again. And now we can choose end. Let's see, yeah, this part here. You can then choose to move it. When so many things are marked right here, but we have the green one here, right? As you see that end, you just move this one too. You should move that one end. Now I can choose whichever I want of these. Perhaps I want this one right. But I can also do this again and again and again till I have all columns. But sometimes with numbers, it can mess it up, because then if I write 0, then all these numbers and these numbers will pop up if I have mark both right. So yeah, sometimes it's a bad idea to mark it. Just do it for the important ones that you actually write in the search field to search for. So let's try again here. Now you can see very little. I can write that, or I can write G or D or whatever. And as you see, I can write low. Get all of those ones and can also write high. Yeah, you get the point. And then I can just copy this down, also if you want it to look a bit more fancy. There we go. See, and now I have it that simple. So yeah, try it out. And as I said, you could look into these parts of the big function here to understand how it works if you want to in this.